Long time no see, guys. For those who don't know me, my name is Michael Richmond, and for the last few months, I've actually been running for the federal seat of Wentworth as an independent. Today, I just wanted to make a short video going over some of the coolest things I've been doing for the last 2 months about my campaign. Now, probably the biggest news has to be the podcast that I did a few weeks ago with this awesome guy called Heath from Tassie. Now, I'll leave a link in the description below to the podcast if you would like to check it out. He invited me to do this short Zoom interview about my policies, my campaign, and just talking genuinely about the state of Australian politics today. To be honest, I was pretty nervous, so my responses in the actual interview weren't the best in my opinion. I feel like their policies are better for Australians at this moment in time, I'd say. So that's why I've veered more towards them. But it was my first time doing something like that, and I'm super happy that I ended up doing it in the first place, and definitely feel a lot more confident going forward for interviews in the future. The second coolest thing is ads. I used to think politics was all about, having great policies and being charismatic, but I've since learnt that popularity also plays a huge role in getting elected. And that's why people like Allegra Spender, who's the current MP for my electorate, spent over $2 million last election just to get her name around the electorate as much as she could. Now, of course, I don't have $2 million lying around, so I've got to be creative and more efficient with how I spend my money. So I've been leveraging social media as much as possible, posting short videos about Australian politics and my views on certain issues globally on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and shortly I'll be posting them on Facebook too. Now, I hear Facebook has a huge population still, especially with the older generations, so I'll be leveraging that as well. Now, I've also gone ahead and purchased a few advertisement screens in my local Westfield as well, in Bondi Junction, in some of the most populated spots in the store, which were pretty pricey and a little higher on my budget, but the amount of impressions Westfield was promising, I thought it'd be a pretty good investment. Now, if you're curious, Westfield charges about $850 for their small screens and about $12,500 for their super screens for a 2-week block. They promise over 150,000 impressions, which they measure as someone who looks at the screen for around 3 seconds. Now, how they gain that information, beyond me, but I've seen the screen and I think it looks really great and is a solid investment to get my name out there. I've gone ahead and purchased 2 of these, one for the bridge and another one close to Coles if you live near Bondi Junction. And I intend on purchasing another 2-week block a few weeks before the election time, hopefully to maximize my chances of people knowing me just before the election. Fingers crossed. I've also purchased a small spot in a local newspaper called The Beast, which is this thing, The Beast. Now, The Beast is pretty much just like a little newspaper about cool stories and editorials, and you'll see that The Beast. This is the February edition, and as you can see, you see my beautiful face right there. Look at that. And the best part, you go a few more pages forward, and look who you see. The big Allegra Spender. So I think that is awesome. Great investment right there, and I'll be in the March edition as well. Now, the reason I got The Beast is it brings in a lot of attention, apparently, and I just got myself a small quarter ad just in front of Allegra's, which is pretty awesome. Now, they are pretty expensive too, which offer a quarter of a page, half a page, and a full page, each with high prices, obviously. And I went for a quarter page, which is around $250, as I think it has the same effect as a full page. Now, I maintained a super solid relationship with the editor of the paper, so they've actually allowed me to write a short segment in their next paper in March. So if you end up reading The Beast, make sure to check out the editorials. I should be there. Finally, with advertisements, I begin investing into Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok ads, all with pretty minimal success. I only put in about $5 per day for each, and they bring in about 5,000 to 2,000 impressions per day, which is not too bad. With all the work I've been putting in, you can definitely see the progress in the amount of new people coming to my website per day. Now, a month or so ago, I was sitting around 5 people per day. Now I average 50 new people every single day, which I think is awesome. For future, I'll be trying to optimize my Google SEO the best I can and investing into some call flutes to put around the business roads in Wentworth. Finally, and my favorite are the pop-up offices. Now I've done around 8 or 9 pop-up offices since I started, spanning from Rushcutters Bay all the way to Bondi Junction. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't pretty good. I was a little nervous, my table was kind of empty, and I felt very like sales-like, but I've definitely got the hang of it now. And I simply stand in front of my in front of my table, and I give out shirts, I give out flyers, I chat to cool people. It's really awesome. Actually, my last pop-up on Friday, I got my my largest political donation ever, which was $100. Okay, I gave this lovely lady 3 MR shirts, and I told her that it was for free, and then she whipped out her wallet, and she started flying through her money, and she demanded that I take this $100 to fund my campaign, which I really appreciate. Now, I know for a fact that that lady probably isn't watching this video, but I would like you to know that I'm very appreciative, and chatting to you was a really awesome thing on that day. So thank you very much. Anyway, guys, super short video, I know, but that is everything new in my campaign. If you want to keep up with everything I'm doing in the campaign, make sure to follow all my other socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, stuff like that. And as always, stay tuned on my YouTube channel. I'll be posting more videos like this. So, that's about it. Anyway, take care, guys.